Alrighty, we are back. And so the last episode we were a little scatterbrained, hence the title. In this episode, we're going to be a little bit more distinct, I guess. So in this episode, I'm going to work on making the hydrogen farm. And so the way that we're going to do that is, and I'm actually going to take the caterpillar over so we can go and look at it. Okay, so let's hop in here. Let's see, turn it off a charge. Ooh. What just broke? Oh, because I turned off the thrusters. That's why. Oh, hey. Nothing actually broke. Except that, which is weird. But yeah, like nothing important, like none of the storage broke underneath. So those little legs that I have on there, they did their jobs perfectly. And I'm just going to wait here until everything gets repaired all the way. This is why the build and repair mod is like amazing. Because there we go. We are now fully 100% repaired. All of the scrap is now getting processed. And we don't have to worry about anything. So yeah, so we crossed the little line, right? So it detected us. And now we can drop down a little bit because we have space. And we'll just hop out and try not to hit the tree. Okay, so over here in the valley, and it looks like there is... Oh, I probably need to put some guns on here too so I can protect this place a little better. So it looks like we got some... Is that gold? I'll have to get that. That one looks like it's iron, so okay. But anyways, we need to go down over here. And if we go down into this little tiny valley right here, you see that we do have a lake. Now, I don't know how big it is. I just kind of saw it from a distance. But we'll kind of see what we can do here. And see how big this is and, well, really how big of a base we're going to need. So this is huge, actually. All right, so this is kind of what we got. Moving a little bit too far that way there, bud. All right, so let's drop it down some. Apparently I'm still moving in various directions. Why am I still moving this way? Like, stop me moving that way. Oh. I'm not sure what's going on. Why do I keep moving to the left? Are those not working? Okay, so the ones on that side work. The ones pointing to the right don't seem to. Should be getting pretty close. Yeah, so now that we're actually down at the level of the lake. Like, okay, so what's going on with you guys? Are you off? Are you not running? Oh, because when I turned them on, they were not repaired yet. That's why. Okay. That's fine. These guys look like they're all running. That's all running. That's all running. These look like they're all running. Those look like they're all running. And these look like they're all running. Okay, good to go. So this is our lake, And this is massive. I don't know how deep it goes though. So that'll be something to consider. So, what we're going to do here, I know that I've copied off of Splitsy before, but we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to create a sort of tram system. Only I'm going to modify mine so it can spin in all different directions. There's a big ship right there. Hey, big ship, how are you? So it can go in all directions, and then this is basically the center of the lake. I think we're pretty close over there. We can probably move this way a little bit more. And then we've got, I mean, we could set up like 2 systems in here. This lake is so big. I mean, I could walk this way for a while. And then this is looking to be pretty good right here. Yeah, and you can see how far away we are. Okay, so we will mark this as Earth-like hydromine 1. Okay, so now we know where we need to set this thing up. And yeah, so that'll work. But first we need base defenses because I don't want anything else to be broken by meteors. And in case we do get any drones coming in, which we've been really, really lucky and we haven't. But if we do, we're going to need some sort of defenses. So I think the next thing that I'm going to do is go over to the magnesium mine. And we'll get some magnesium so I can make some ammo. And yeah, figure it out from there. And it looks like this whole thing is like a valley. Well, I mean, the whole thing is a valley, but I'm thinking like there might be actually another lake over there based on just how this whole thing looks. But I mean, like this area of the planet is like amazing. Do some first person flying here. Okay, so that's going to be where we're going to build our hydromine. And like I said, I am going to use a tram system. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we'll try it. And I'm just... Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're going to need a tram system. I was thinking like maybe we could use like a piston system as well. But the problem with doing a piston system is that you have to account for the initial lengths of the piston, like the piston bases. So if you put like 6 pistons on there, you're going to be losing 12 blocks of mineable area. Unless you build your carriage a little differently, which, you know, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But... And then you wouldn't have to worry about recharging anything, which would be probably good. And we're going to be getting as much of this magnesium as I can. I probably should have brought... Actually, you know what? Yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to get some plates. And we're actually going to build like a little landing pad out there. So that way I can actually have something to land this thing on. And I'm only going to need like a 3x3 area. Okay, and then we'll just lock that down for now. And I should have a lot of plate here. Wait, do I already have plate on me? Well, I have some stuff on me. Not necessarily plate, though. I'm not going to need any of that. I am going to need a bunch of that. Yeah. But yeah, we'll make something just kind of like this. So this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 72 blocks. Okay. And then I can put in, I don't know, like a, I mean, it's like, this is just like the most basic of mines, so I don't know like how much I actually need to do over here. But I do need to get as close as I can to here. I mean, hell, I could have just walked over here and built it, but this will be fine. And then I'm gonna get myself a little bit above this, and then hop out, and then hopefully, yeah, okay, that'll work, and I should still be able to get into there. All right. So let's go ahead and place this, and then I need this to be, okay, so that's artificial gravity and whatnot. Okay, so now we go to an existing station. I can't see that station over there though, so yeah, so we'll build this out kind of like this. And we'll throw this in there. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to be aligned to like my station, but I do like that I can kind of build off the ground though, which is nice. And we'll do that. Get ourselves some additional space in here. Whoops, that is not where that was supposed to go. Bye. Yikes. How is that thing not broken yet? And it's just going to keep on going. Okay, well, there's a wasted plate. Oh, well. There's another one. I need to stop doing that. Okay. And then we'll put this in over here. And we'll build out to here, I think. And is that going to be a big enough area? I think that'll be big enough. And then we'll throw in a rounded piece. And then for some additional support, no, you're not going to want to place in there now? Wait, no, hold on. There we go. Had to get the right mode. Okay. Okay, so do the columns require plate or interior plate? Interior plate, okay. So let me see. We can still make this work. We'll use the curved blocks, and we'll place them kind of on the end here. If I can reach over there without dying, preferably. Are you even gonna be able to let me in here right now? Hoop. Okay, now I need to go up this way. Are you not gonna let me up that way now? Okay, fine. We'll use some of our hydrogen. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to reach that actually. No? Can I reach in here? No? Okay. Can we get up any higher? Yes, we can. Okay. So then we'll just kind of put that in a little bit there. Okay, and then we'll just build this down as far as it'll let me build it anyways. And then we'll put in another one if I can get under there. Call that good. over here. And then we'll finish this out with these. Okay. Good to go. So we now have this whole thing, and it does have some support, or at least something that looks like support. Now I just need to be able to get back up here. Okay, and then I need to get into here. Maybe. Is that a thing that you will let me do? Hello? Is it up too high? Okay, fine. I'll do it this way. Alright. So now... Oh, and I have to be really, really careful about the thrusters because these things are not built. So maybe I'll just keep this thing kind of floating a little bit. And then let me actually... Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, hey, hey. You were not supposed to still have your jetpack on. Okay, so we'll go this way. Maybe this way, and then this way. Okay. Now, is that it? I need something there. Okay. How much do I have left? 156, so I can do 6 blocks? That sucks. But we will do this one, I suppose. And this one. And I'm doing this just that way the downward thrusters don't actually break anything. And then I think these can fit on top of a 2x2. Well, the thrusters anyways. But we'll do a 6x6 just because. Okay. And then I should have, what, 12 left? Okay. Good to go. Alright, so now let us get ourselves centered over here so that way we don't break anything. Okay, good to go. Did that do any damage? Doesn't look like it. Now, if I landed on just these blocks, it probably would have damaged them. And then broke them because there's nothing to them. But I think we're okay. So we also have ice in here. Right over there, so that might be something interesting to get. I think we're actually getting magnesium and ice. That's silly. But I mean, that's fine. I can use both, so. And I still need to find silver, so that's going to be something interesting. And then I'm going to have to check out what our weight is as well. What do we have? Ladybug? Not too worried about that. At least not yet. Okay. So I know this probably isn't the most exciting thing in the world, but it is something that we have to do. So, alright, so that is now full. I'm gonna grab some more ice as long as I'm in here. Yeah, ladybug is already kind of out of the way. Alright. Okay, so we're at, what, 4,000 kilograms there. We're at 9,000. Yeah, so we should be able to load this thing up. And I think especially ice takes up a lot of space, but it's not very dense, so it doesn't weigh much. All right. We can... Yeah, that'll allow us to grab more, so... We'll do that. Okay. I feel like I have to sneeze. Maybe? Maybe not? No, I think I'm good. It's weird. Okay, so I'll get some more of this kind of boundary section so I can get magnesium and ice. Oh, and I have to go back to the mine and set the drill up for the next set. Or for the next thing that it's got to drill. So I'll do a quick stop by there. No, need you. Actually, I don't need you, but whatever. Okay. And then we will grab that. And I think that'll be good for us. Yeah, I think that'll be enough. Okay. And then 5 and... Oh yeah, we got plenty of lift. Good to go. Now we just have to go to the mine. Okay, let's go up over the trees so we don't hit them and potentially damage something. Okay. Make a quick pit stop here. See if we need any water, ice, heal ourselves as well, because that's useful. Okay, and then we'll drop off waste products. That'll be good. How are we doing on food? We need food. Okay. So we'll grab that. Oh, nice. Made more. I'm gonna take and add in a couple hundred more ice into here and make some more water, just in case it's needed. All right, and then we'll hop in here because this should be done. Oh yeah. Or not. What the hell happened? Why are you not extending? Piston, vertical. You're on. How did, what, wait. Hang on. What is your, okay, so you're doing your thing. And you're doing your thing. But it's like you guys haven't even moved. Oh, wait, no. It's pulling back. Okay. Oh, and that thing is supposed to stop at 8 meters because that's the top of the thing, right? Something like that. Yeah, minimum distance of 5. Okay. And that's where it's currently at, is 5. Okay, good to go. So then we need to take these guys and push them out to 5, which will give us another block. So we can kind of watch that being pushed out. And it doesn't... Okay, so we're grinding a little bit there, but that's fine. And then, because we're actually above everything ever so slightly, we will take these guys and then reverse and send it back down. Okay, so how are we doing on stuff? 199,000 iron. I'm going to arrange this a little better. And then we can do cobalt or nickel, whatever. Nickel, silicon, cobalt. Put the gravel there, cobalt, and then magnesium. Okay, so that works better, I think. Okay. So that's good. We have plenty of iron that we can come and grab whenever we need it. And let's head back with all this magnesium and all that other fun stuff. All right. And we're off to the home base, which is way up here. All right, so I think the next thing that I'm going to work on is getting some turrets built. And then we'll build them in a few different places. We'll probably have to build them manually, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Okay, now there we go. Welcoming us home. Lovely. I could put like a little spinny yellow light on here and then have that like turn on. We're a little high there. All right. And then we'll get ourselves aligned without hitting things, preferably. Okay, and let's see where we are. Okay, so I think we need to go to the right and then up and then back and to the right maybe. There we go. We'll call that good. And we'll set that on recharge. And it just took everything out? You're not supposed to take everything out, dude. It's locked. But it did it anyways. Okay. Well, give me some of that ice then. Because some of that has to go into the greenhouse. And I should make an ice box that's separate, so let me grab... Yeah, I'll just put the ice down. No, because if I put the ice down there, then the build and repair unit's going to pick it up. So we'll turn off the build and repair unit. B and R, turn off. Okay. Okay, so we can put the icebox here, I think. I think that'll be a good place for it. Because these are all connected, right? So this is just going to be for additional storage. I could put the icebox here, maybe. But no, I would want it like over here. Yeah, we'll put it here. And I think that just fell through the world, which is fine. Okay, so there's our ice. And we need to build a box. So cargo, small cargo. Get one of those, grab all the parts and pieces for it, and then build it. Okay. And now that's gonna go here. The only bad thing about this is it's going to show outside, which I'm not too thrilled about, but I can always cover it up with something. All right, so now I'll grab the ice, put the ice into the ice box. Okay. So the purpose of having the ice separate from there is that way it doesn't automatically process everything through there. Because if for whatever reason I need ice for something other than water, I'll have a store of it right here. Whereas like the other ice, so like I'll take like a couple hundred of these, throw it in there, and then it will only process the 200 that I want it to process. So that's kind of the idea behind that. All right, so now I need you to make food. Okay, so this requires tofu, okay. Okay, so that still needs algae soy products, so that's probably what that's waiting for. Which means that this would go faster if I had another one of these things up and running. But it uses 250 kilowatts. I mean, it's not that much, but still. Oh, and that needs gravel. So let me grab some gravel. And then we can turn the build and repair unit back on as well. B and R, you can turn on. Okay. So gravel should be in here, or over here, or somewhere else. We should have some. Is that all the gravel we have? Really? Okay. So we're probably gonna have to get some more gravel. It's a weird thing to have to pick up. But we'll throw that in there, have that get kind of spread out wherever it needs it. And then we'll turn on this guy so that way we can build this stuff a little bit faster. That should have everything that it needs to make it, so good to go. All right. Okay, so next thing is a turret tower. Oh, also, ammo. We need like a lot of ammo. So I'm just gonna make a bunch. That's gonna be consumables? Yes. So we'll make like 500 for now. And then I can start working on a turret tower. We're gonna need a battery as well. And then also I wanna make sure that the build and repair unit doesn't start disassembling anything. B and R, so I'm gonna turn that off for now. At least I can, until I can establish a base and a wind turbine. So we'll put one over here. And then I want to align that to that base. Is that aligning? I think it's aligning. Okay, so now it's aligning. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how this works. Okay, so we'll throw this into here. Okay, so spine going up the middle, door here. We're gonna need at least a couple of these. And then we'll throw this onto here. Then I want to put stairs there. Okay. And then we'll build this as a round tower. So we'll do that. Okay. And that'll be for the stairs right there. And then we're going to use 45 to go down because I can build under this now. And then we have to go out 3 for the turbine. And that should hopefully be even with the snow. Looks like for the most part it is. Okay, and then we need our just a regular old turbine, nothing super crazy. I need interior plates. Okay, so I'll go grab some. Oh, you actually can't really see that. And it matches the one over there, so we actually have some symmetry going on. Unintentional symmetry, I guess. All right, interior plates, probably construction components as well. So grab some of that. Okay, so let's throw the turbine on here now, and with that on there, this should not get destroyed, hopefully. But let's be honest, it'll probably get destroyed anyways, so... okay, so let's go there. Okay. And then can we get that in there? Yes, we can. Okay, and then we're gonna go for some stairs. So we can actually get up in there, because that would be useful. Okay, and then put a block here, here, and here, and then we'll do a cargo box here. And then also I'm going to put a battery here. And then just a basic battery. And then we'll throw on a door, an offset door. So that way when we go in, immediately you look down, you see the battery, you can place stuff in here, and then we'll have a spine going up. And that's how we're gonna do that. Okay, so now I should be able to turn the build and repair unit back on, and hopefully it doesn't destroy anything. But let's be honest, it probably will. Okay, are you building or are you destroying? You're building. Okay, good. Looks like I put enough stuff in here that kind of did what it was supposed to do. Okay, there's our cargo container. We're going to put all of our ammo in there. It should be building that, but I don't know how big the area is. So we might have to scoot the area over a little bit. Not a big deal. BNR. Show area. We'll see how much of this actually gets included. And it looks like all, including these blocks. But I can do these ones. Okay, so that'll be there. What do you need? You need motors. Okay. So let me see if I have any first. I do not. Okay, so we're gonna make, what do you need? You need iron? It says it needs everything. But we should have taken the magnesium out, right? Unless it didn't. Which is always possible, I suppose. But no, it took everything out of the storage. So that should all be... Yeah, there's nothing left in the storage. So, Mr. Refinery, what are you doing currently, sir? Where's all the magnesium? There's no way. Like, where did all the magnesium go? What the f... Okay, am I going insane? Did I not grab magnesium? I mean, I'm pretty sure I did. What the f... What is going on? Unless that used up all of the magnesium that I got, which is insane. So all of that magnesium just to make 74 ammo containers? That doesn't make sense. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna have to go back and get some more magnesium, I think. Well, that's a good time for that, especially since I don't have a turret. Okay, so now that we know that the area is good enough to pick that up, we're going to turn that back off because it kind of ruins the view. Okay, so that's good. These are coming... Okay, so they should miss everything. Okay, good to go. All right, so I'm going to hop in the Caterpillar and build up the rest of the tower. I just need to make sure that I have enough of all of the parts and pieces. I think I do. All right, Caterpillar, I need your assistance yet again. So we'll turn off charge, turn this, and then we'll do that. Yeah, and we have plenty of room to clear, so. But having that little extra... Why aren't you going down all the way? Little blocks. I don't know what's going on. Seems to be like a running theme for this video. I don't know what's going on. Okay. So we are going to Control G this thing. The only thing I can't build is the windows. Okay, so we're gonna go with, oh, and I have to put in these. Oh, please tell me that you're gonna work. Come on, man. It's not working. It's got this stupid thing where it doesn't work. Come on. I'm like, why have this build mode if it doesn't actually work? Right? So Control G. Okay, now you want to work. So dumb. Okay, so one, Why aren't you letting me place it now? What the hell, dude? I hate this build mode. It doesn't work. Like, sure, it'll let me place the blocks. Oh, what the f— Okay, seriously? This is annoying. Okay, look, sir. You need to stop being stupid. So it'll place these blocks just fine. 3, 4, 5. But it won't place the curved blocks. Oh, and now, except now it will. What the— I don't frickin' understand. Okay, and then I need to place a turret up on top. Okay. So if you're placing those round blocks now, are you actually going to let me freaking place the round block? Oh, now you want to. Okay. I see. So you work when you want to work, not when I want you to work. And before you guys ask any questions, yes, I understand that that turbine is not in its most efficient height, but the turret uses very little power. And I want to try to keep this thing as low profile as possible. So that is the reason why it is not up higher. Okay. And then we'll drop down for these. Okay, and then we'll go up to this one. And then over to this one. And then this has to be curved going that way. Okay. Now we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks in there. And I'm going to go and grab some girders real quick so I can put in the glass. That's got 2 hours of flight time, so should be fine. And then we'll just put in like little 1x1 pieces of glass. And I think we'll call that good. I know I don't need 20. I don't know why I grabbed 20, but we did. So. Okay. And I think I'm out of plate. Okay, so now we need our 1x1 windows. And we'll invert them. Okay. And there is our turret tower, all built. Okay, let's head back into the garage. And then if we align ourselves to like the middle block, I think that's what we need. And then I need to figure out what's going on with the blocks on the bottom because they should be going flat, but they're not. So, all right, so let's get ourselves this way a little bit, up a little bit, up a little bit more. Okay, there we go. And that, and that, and we are good. Okay, so what is going on with you? Is it not going down all the way? Is it getting stuck? Like what's the deal here? What's the dealio? Okay, so that should be minimum distance, right? So if we drop this down, no, it's just getting stuck. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but I don't know. Like, there shouldn't be any issue with that running, but apparently there is. Okay. So next thing, how much iron do I have left? 19,000. Okay, good. Then we'll go in here, make another 1,000 of these. Oh, and I need to transfer some ammo over there. Ammo. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do 25. And that should be good. For a little while, anyways. And apparently that needs something more. So we'll throw that in there. Close the door. That'll be good. Because it should be building that turret first. So I'm just going to queue up whatever I need for a turret. And then just assume that I'm going to build everything that I need. So turret. Oh, and that's not going to work, is it? Wait, no, it will work. Because if we go into here and then we go into the build planner and we do that. There we go. Except I just, whatever. Okay. Wait, that was a small turret that I just put in there? What? Turret. Why is it on small grid? Give me large grid. Whatever, it's basically the same, so it's fine. And then I feel like I should change the color of this so that way it sticks out a little bit more. So that way, you know, as you're coming in, it's not just gonna kind of blend in or anything. So what if we did like, I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna use this color, right? So what do we have? We can do like a blue or a green or a red or a yellow. Increase the saturation and increase the brightness. We get kind of like a yellow, like a bright yellow. And then what color do we want? Sci-fi armor? Nah. Carbon fiber would look fancy. Yellow carbon fiber? That's going to be really bright though. I don't know if I want it that bright. Could do like a darker yellow. See what this looks like. I mean, you're going to see it, so maybe that's not the worst thing in the world. But it doesn't really stick in with... So let's try some that. It looks very shiny. I wish we had kind of like a muddy, like camouflage. Like that would be ideal, I think. And why isn't that turret built yet? Dude. Okay. Make the thing. Unless it's using pieces for that. So I'm going to throw in 4 of those as well. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Production, this thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you going to build anytime soon there, buddy? Or should I do like a red? Like, would a red look better? Maybe like a dark red? That might be kind of interesting. Yes. Definitely the dark red. Okay. And then we'll go back to the gray battered. Okay, so this you're going to see, and it's not so obtrusive. Why are you not building? Like, what is your deal, yo? I mean, I've built all the pieces and parts for this thing, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to make 1 more of those. Or I could just see what pieces and parts I'm low on, and then just make a bunch of those and assume that that's the wrong piece or the right piece. Small pipes. Okay. Construction no, we have those. We have lots of those. Large tubes, small tubes, plates, interior plates, construction components, motors. I mean, that's everything that we need. We even have a bunch of grids here too, so computers, we have lots of computers. Displays, we have lots of displays. Okay, are you... Okay, now you're built. Okay. So I think it was the small pipes. And then we're gonna name this building Turret Tower 1. Okay, so then this should have everything up in the turret. Good to go. All right, so there is our first little line of defense. It is large grid, so it should take out small grid stuff relatively easily, plus it's within range of the build and repair unit, so if it takes any damage, it should also repair itself. Okay. I could decorate this and throw some other things on here. I don't really want to, though. And that still has to get built, but this guy is putting out more than enough power. Yeah, because that Gatling turret doesn't use up a lot of power. So requires 2 kilowatts, right? And this wind turbine is putting in a lot more than that. So the battery needs... Yeah, so right now this is actually running off of the turret, or off of the turbine. But I can make a bunch of power cells. Wait, actually, hold on. Let me see how many power cells I have made so far in here. 18, so I need 62. All right, 62 power cells. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2. Okay. And that'll be good for the battery, so in case the wind dies out completely, which I don't think will ever happen, but it's going to have its own power source, which should be useful. And then I could actually put in like a chair or something over here. And use it like as a recharge station if I need it. I mean, I don't know why I would when I can just go over there. But that'll be good. Then we have our monstrosity over there doing its thing, which is great. And now our battery's built. And then we just need to wait for these to build. Yeah, we should have enough plate, I think. And then I'm not sure what it's building over here, maybe. No, I don't know. So it still has more to build. So I'm just going to let it do its thing. Yeah, and we are at an hour. So mission accomplished for the video length, I guess. Okay, so now that we've got one turret tower, I think I want to build another one. And probably 4 in total. So one back there, one over there, and then one over there, so that way we can get, you know, a really good angle on anything that comes by. But for now, this should be enough to kill any of the meteors that come towards the base. And, oh, speaking of meteorites and their impacts, I want to go and check out the 2 that I saw over here, because I think one of them was gold. I don't remember exactly where it was, but I do know that it was over this way. There we go. And is this one the gold? This one doesn't look like it has anything in it. Okay. So maybe it wasn't that one? Is there another one over here somewhere? No? What about over here? This looks a little messed up. Is there anything in this one? Survey says maybe. Stone, more stone. Is there anything here? Just ice. Yeah, it's not really gonna help me out much. Okay, what is this? Looks like that's just stone as well. Okay, so nothing in that one. I suppose I probably should have just taken the caterpillar over here. Would have made it would have been able to see it better. Yeah. So this is me just kind of running around in the woods on top of a mountain, because that's what I do. All right. So I think for the next episode, what is this? Oh, that's that little creature. Little alien blob. I don't know. Anything in this one, or is this one that I saw earlier? Yeah, this one that I saw earlier. Okay. I'm just going to assume that there isn't anything. And I was just hallucinating, because there is very little oxygen up here, so probably not the farthest thing from the truth. But yeah, so I think we're coming along quite well. And then we're good to go here. So I'm going to go take a nap. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. I think I'm going to make probably a large grid ship that has an ore detector on it, and like just a small cargo thing which can hold like 15,000 liters or something. 15,625 or something. So I'm gonna work on that next. Of course, if I do that, I'm gonna need a landing pad for it as well. But yeah, that's what we got planned. Hopefully it works out. We will find out. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. I'm probably going to do some stuff off screen, like getting some more magnesium so I can, make more stuff. But yeah. Alrighty. Bye.